Hello and welcome back to LazArcade with me, BSF Gaming. Today we have round 7 of AMC Charity Series 5 at Autopolis in the WRX Isle of Man. 12 have did turn up to this one, so hopefully we can get both of these done without interruptions from the lovely gas people outside doing their works. AMC Charity Series is the Andy's Man Club Charity Series. It's a male mental health charity here in the UK with many locations across the country. They offer support groups and much more, and with an ever-growing amount of locations, any support for them would be much appreciated. If you'd like to donate, please feel free to drop a message in the comment. I'll send you a working link and a QR code so that you can do so. Vice versa, if you prefer to, just go straight to the website and do it that way. Our partners, Dubby, brilliant drinks company. They do loads of little supplements and like the little powder scoop things that you put in your shakes, and you can't see what I'm just doing. I'm just laughing at myself. Loads of different flavors. I did did try the pine berry, what's it called, a pine berry burst or something yesterday. There's one, I've got one left. Pine berry splash yesterday. That was absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to try some more in the next coming days with videos to go with that, so do stick around and check them out when they pop up. If you'd like 10% off any orders, use the discount code LazArcade. That will work on any offers that aren't already under promotion. So pretty much everything in the range that isn't on sale. And we will get, and Joe Edwards Property, our favourite friends, leading providers of training and mentoring services for starting your own business property here in the UK. If you're interested in stays of any kind, they also have dozens of 5-star rated places across the UK for all types. Flats to houses. Do give them a check out if you'd like to book a room for family holiday or whatever. Do let me know. I'll send you a link to their website. You can hit them up on Facebook as well if you'd like, under Joe Edwards Property. Do give them a shout. Could save hundreds of pounds compared to hotels for similar lengths of stay, and it's all yours. So today, Steve-O has qualified on pole for this sprint race. Fantastic effort. Followed by Jeff, then Rune, Shugs, Big Jock, Tomahawk, Poster Boy, BSF down in 8th, Liam, Axel, Watty and Diva at the back. We're going to jump straight in because we've got quite a long one to go today. And off they go. Steve-O does get a great launch, followed by Jeff down into turn 1. They all fan out 4 abreast at the back there. Oh, Big Jock down on the brakes, taking out Poster Boy and Shugs, and off into the gravel is BSF as well. So Shugs getting away without any damage. BSF 2, Poster Boy as well. Big Jock as well, not getting any damage, but does pick up a 2-second penalty for causing a collision. So it will be penalties applied. Diva just running out wide, letting everyone through. Shug's getting a 5-second penalty as well for something, maybe for being in the middle of all that carnage at turn 1. back up towards the front. Axel looking for a way past Liam. Jock absolutely on the raggedy edge, nearly wiping out Axel. Watty ahead of them. Oh, in the background, Poster Boy moving forward. Oh, somebody off on the inside. Liam's off on the inside. Oh, and then runs deep, nearly collects Poster Boy. These WRX Isle of Man cars, they do have DRS, so if you see that little DRS light flash white, it's available for use, and if it's red, I believe it's being used, or white is being used. Yeah, I think it's just white is being used for the. Oh, there we go, white and red. So red is being used, and white is available. So it's only available at full throttle. After a certain point in third gear, the two leaders, Jeff and Rune, side by side down into turn 2. Rune going deep, Jeff getting up the inside, Steve-O following nicely in behind. Tomahawk doing a very good job up in 4th. Axel being followed by BSF, and Poster Boy just in behind them. So the vast majority of people here on mediums. Watty is on softs. And Liam there picking up a 5-second penalty. I think that 5-second penalty might be a wall collision penalty with the damage there. So check with Shugs. Shugs has got damage as well. So that 5 seconds is more than likely at wall penalties, judging on how they're being accumulated. Back up towards the front, BSF has snuck past Axel, so has Poster Boy, and they're both now heading towards the front at quite a rapid rate of knots. Tomahawk just being detached from the front 3 ever so slightly. We'll see how they progress in the next few laps. Boost is on weak, so once you're past your 3rd place, you will get a considerable help. BSF doing a 151, the leaders down in 151s as well. Jeff dropping back to 4th. Steve-O retaking the lead, and Steve-O now has quite a little gap, so quite a large gap compared to the top 3 to Rune. Rune's Tomahawk has stabilised. Jeff, having made that mistake, will close back up. Shugs is up to 6. We've lost Poster Boy somewhere. Poster Boy has gone backwards. Axel is down at the back as well, so maybe a collision there between the two of them. Liam wide, low wide. Oh, misses the wall, gets back onto the track. Watty with a half-second track limit penalty will close up to Liam and into the hairpin. Oh, Poster Boy having to get on the brakes, also picking up a half-second penalty. Diva at the back on his favourite mediums, just having a torrid time. A couple of spins by the looks of it. Steve-O's gap to Rune has extended, so he's managed to pull out just a little bit more through that middle sector. Rune on the soft tyres, that's probably why. So same with Steve-O. So the top 2 on soft tyres, Tomahawk as well, so they're gonna have to pit at some point, because Rune cannot hold on with those for another 9 minutes. Jeff sliding up the inside into turn 1, Tomahawk going for the move as well, and they both take Rune, who is literally being left standing by the top 3 now as they drag away from him towards Turn 2, BSF in 5th, closing in. Shugs as well with the damage, also on softs. Doing good just to keep in touch. Poster Boy also on mediums, so those mediums should last considerably longer. They won't give you as much peak grip. Shug's doing a very good job of looking after those soft tyres compared to Rune, who is absolutely dead on the front left tyre. So that is the critical one through the high speed turns. BSF closing in rapidly now on Rune. It's losing touch to Tomahawk. Tomahawk's tyres not looking too bad either. Up at the front, Steve-O just now feeling the pinch of those tyres as they drop below the 50% mark. Jeff with his mediums barely touched on grip. BSF has managed to sneak past Rune, but back up at the front, Jeff now hunting down Steve-O out of the last corner. Oh, Jeff's into the pits. Jeff is into the pits with 7 minutes to go. Steve-O hasn't cooked his tyres just yet. Rune has entered the pits as well. So Jeff pitting with just over 7 minutes to go. Will come out down in 8th place. He has switched to intermediates. So Jeff switching to intermediates. Anybody else? Diva is up to 9th. Rune's gone to hard tyres. Shugs has gone to fresh softs. He's repaired his damage. Watty has also gone to fresh softs and repaired any damage that he may have had. Steve-O's off at the hairpin. That's allowing Tomahawk to catch up, and right behind him is BSF. Axel's down in, or up to 4th now with all the pit stops and hanging it out there, and Poster Boy closing in even more rapidly. Jock in behind on soft tyres is doing a good job looking after him. Liam serving his 5-second penalty for more collisions with Wool. And Jeff on the intermediates isn't burning them up. He's just looking after them and creeping forward towards the leaders. Jock all over the back of Poster Boy. Soft to mediums. Those softs are looking very good. He's done a very good job of looking after them, and that could pay dividends towards the end of this race. Steve-O is into the pit. So's Tomahawk, BSF, Axel following him in and hits the wall. Poster Boy overshoots. Who's that? Jock has managed to get into the pits. Jeff is now through into 2nd place. Liam has stayed out with all the damage and the medium tyres. Jeff's off at turn 1. Tomahawk to softs. Shugs on fresh softs. Diva still on his mediums. BSF has gone to full wets. Steve-O's gone to intermediates. Watty coming down the straight is now in 8th on softs. Rune has fixed his car. He's down to 9th but on intermediates. Same with Jock. Poster Boy has gone to mediums with a 3-second pit lane penalty. Axel with an 8-second penalty has gone to intermediates. So lots of different tyres being chosen here. The pit lane is now closed with 5 minutes to go. So all those cars have chosen their final tyres. Jeff is off at the hairpin. So Jeff's off at the hairpin on his intermediates. BSF on the wets has picked up front bumper damage. from somewhere. Oh, and Diva is catastrophically off into the wall. Engine damage, full front damage, tyres, suspension, everything, rear bumper damage. He's being collected by somebody massively, and that's Jock with a 5-second penalty. The rain is starting to fall. Oh, that was Shugs. Shugs is off. So as the rain starts to fall, those on the wet tyres will start creeping forwards, but Liam doing a very good job up at the front, still on his dry mediums. Three and a bit minutes to go. Has got a sizable lead over Jeff. Tomahawk on his hards in third. Steve-O intermediates. BSF wets with Shugs going around the outside on soft tyres. So the dry tyres just hanging on for the moment as Shugs picks up that place and slides off into the wall. Just manages to avoid any meaningful contact. Gets away without the penalty, but now the rain coming down heavy and those on the dry tyres are sliding around, and oh, Shugs is off again. Just manages to keep it out the wall. Poster boy on the mediums slides through. Axel 2. Diva has left us for the moment. Liam now on the mediums, down into the tricky right-hander at the bottom of the hill, and Jeff following with the intermediates is on his move. He's trying to find a way past Liam. Liam being very, very defensive, just holding his own and can't put the power down. Jeff goes past. Steve-O's up to third. BSF is up to fourth. And a half-second track limit penalty there for BSF. Rune with front and rear damage is up to fifth. Axel's up to sixth. Jock is into the wall massively, and 5-second penalty there for that wall collision. Tomahawk also with a wall collision penalty. Oh, on those hard tyres, squirming around. Watty on the softs with a 1.5 track limits. Shugs with a 3.5 seconds. And Jeff is off at turn 1. Jeff is way, way off at turn 1. And Liam coming around now is also off. BSF is up around the outside of Steve-O. As they squirm into turn 1. The track extremely slippery. BSF twitching all over the place. Steve-O just hanging it out behind. And as they come down into turn 2, BSF through past Liam. Steve-O does follow. Jeff now with a sizable lead all on his own. BSF rally crossing it around the hairpin on the wets. Full slide. Steve-O in behind, much more stable. Full traction control looking like that is on there. BSF half-second penalty. Jeff's off at the hairpin again. The rain continued to fall. Into the tricky right at the bottom of the hill. Jeff negotiates very nicely. BSF serves the penalty. Gets around that tricky right as well. Full attack mode engaged. Steve-O flying along nicely in third, right behind. We have Rune and Axel both on intermediates, fourth and fifth. This is gonna be the last lap. The time, 15 minutes for this race, is ticked down. There's yellow flags around the last corner, but Jeff will come home and take this victory. Steve-O is past BSF on the final sector. So BSF running wide somewhere. Stevo will pick up a P2. BSF will be P3. Rune has managed to hold off Axel for 4th and 5th. Liam on those mediums, very, very good job coming home 6th. Jock hanging it out, just waiting. Poster boy with a 4-second penalty. Tomahawk a long way back, and Watty struggling on those softs. Oh, big slide, 2.5 seconds for something. And Jock's off at the final corner. That's allowed Poster boy to go through on the mediums. So the intermediates there not helping Jock out at all on that last corner. Tomahawk will come home in 9th if he can just keep it on the road, because Watty is considerably far behind. Shugs has finished down in 11th. We're just waiting for Watty to see if he can finish the race without disconnecting and pick up that 10th place. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the saying, but in this case, slow and steady will just pick up a 10th place for Watty, and it comes out the final corner, big twitch, and accelerates hard. DRS across the line there. So the rain causing the havoc in the last 5 minutes there. Jeff pulling off the perfect undercut, getting the victory. Stevo in 2nd, BSF 3rd. That is Rune in 4th, Axel 5th, Liam 6th, Postboy 7th, Jock 8th, Tomahawk 9th, Watty 10th, Shugs 11th. Dealer will get points for 12th place, but having disconnected somewhere in the middle there. All points and places pending reviews. Obviously the turn 1 incident will considerably incur penalties for those causing the collisions. And as I try and find there we go, the endurance race, we will go to the spiel. So again, if you would like to join us here at LazArcade for any of our series, feel free to drop a message in the comments. I'll send you a working link to the Discord. Come sign up for whatever you fancy. You can all just arrive and drive if you feel fit to, and if you miss anything, it's not that big a deal. You're more than welcome to do what you can and not what you can't. We are partnered with the lovely Dubby, the sports nutritionists, energy drink, powdery company. It's a very, very good description of them. Loads of flavours. If you'd like 10% off any orders, use the discount code LazArcade. The Pineberry Splash that I tried yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. I will be doing more with videos in the next coming days, so feel free to check them out. AMC Andy's Man Club, the charity that we race for in this series, male mental health charity here in the UK. Ever-growing amount of locations nationwide, providing support groups and many more services and events. If you'd like to donate to them, support these lovely, lovely people, feel free to drop a message or head to their website. I'll send you some working links and everything if you would like. And our best friends, Joe Edwards Property, who have been a long-time supporter of the series. Many, many locations, all 5-star rated across the country for stays of all kinds and lengths. If you'd like to save yourself some pounds on hotels and have a place all to yourself, feel free to hit them up. Give myself a chat, message in the chat, and I will send you some working links to them. So reverse grid for the second race. Diva, with his connection issues, didn't manage to make it back. Shugs will then take pole Watty will line up second, Tomahawk third, Jock fourth, Post Boy fifth, Liam sixth, Axel seventh, Rune eighth, BSF ninth, Steve-O 10th, Jeff rounding up the rear in 11th. So as we get underway, a slow start for a green car at the back. Axel swamped by everyone. Jeff just managing to get up to 10th. That's Liam and Jock again coming to blows at the first turn. Somebody heading off onto the grass there, down towards turn 2. BSF is up to 6th, Watty down to 7th, Axel recovering back to 8th for the moment. Poster Boy and Steve-O side by side into the hairpin, and as they launch off, Tomahawk getting a great run on Rune. It's up to second, Shugs holding on to the lead as they all fire out of that long left. Steve-O followed by Poster Boy into the tight hairpin at the top of the hill. Oh, and a three-way collision. Poster Boy letting Steve-O go. No damage there incurred, so all should be fine. Poster Boy just slow off the corner. It's lost 2 more places. Jeff going for the dive. Gets away with it just. What are you all out of shape? Axel and Jock and Liam all following. And up ahead, that's Axel sideways as Jock sneaks through. All sorts of slipping and sliding, and even more in the background. Axel up the inside of Liam. Liam and Axel door to door, banging on the short straight. That's Watty having a massive slide, losing a few places in the last corner. Dropping down to the backs, Jock has gone to 8th, Jeff is up to 7th, Postboy 6th, Tomahawk, BSF and Steve-O into turn 1, all Constantina. Jeff going around the outside of Jock, Jock going up the inside, nearly making it. Down into turn 2, Jock heavy on the brakes. Jeff just hanging it around the outside. He's held on. He's going to get the inside to the next corner, and that should help him, but just into the hairpin. Oh, and BSF is spun. Massive sideways moment for BSF. Axel got front bumper damage. BSF front wheel and bumper damage. Jeff has picked up a 5-second penalty for hitting the wall and massive damage too. So I have to see if that was caused by a collision or whether that was just a genuine drop on the curb. But our first race winner is dropped massively to the back and will serve that penalty this lap. So long ways to go in this hour-long race. BSF's picked up half a second for track limits, so that's probably after that event. With the hard tyres and massive damage, that could induce a pit stop early on. Up at the front, Rune has got past Shugs as the two of them filter through the last corner. Shugs heavy on the lean. Rune with the DRS activated. Down into the first turn, but Shugs with the slipstream dives down on the inside. A brilliant move from Shugs, just closes the door on the exit. Steve-O in P3 will be hoping that they fight a bit more. Liam running wide, Axel sliding past him, Watty going through, Jeff on the hard tyres sticking it out, using those hards to just close back in before making any sort of stop. BSF has gone to softs. Shugs up at the front, now back past Rune at that turn 1 and is flying away. So softs versus medium. Rune not making those mediums, those softs last at all. Into the hairpin they go. Rune just holding on. Steve-O on the softs this time as well. Doing a good job. And all three wide into the hairpin. Liam up the inside of Jock, and Axel makes up the places. But slow off the corner, and Axel may go back through. Backs out of it. What, he trying to join the party? Jock hanging it on the outside, can't make any headway, and whoa, Watty with a massive twitch allows Jeff back through. Jeff now trying to get around the outside of Jock. Everybody here squirming away, trying to handle the 500 plus horsepower of these WRX cars. Taking a sip of tea, Jeff has made good headway again. He's up to 7th for the moment. Looking for Jock. Is that Jock? It is Jock off into the wall down at turn 1. Massive damage. BSF is into the pits as well. So Jock will stay in 10th place. Massive damage there for Jock as he spins down into turn 1. Liam's off round turn 2 and 3, but making a place back on Watty. Axel going deep into the hairpin. Jeff all twitchy coming out of that hairpin. Up the inside of Tomahawk. But can't make the pass stick. That's lost him some ground. And Liam and Axel coming back very, very quickly here. Down in, or up into the hairpin, I should say. And again, Jeff just twitching away like crazy. That front damage probably not helping, but also on the hard tyres with the less grip. Just trying to make this first stint as long as possible. The fuel in these cars drains so mega fast, it's unreal. So, Poster Boy up at the front. Rune and Steve-O going side by side through the last corner. Rune just running Steve-O to the edge of the track, but Rune's tyres already dead. Steve-O goes for another lap. Shugs is pulling away, hand over fist. Into the pits goes Rune. Jeff now moves up to 4th place, past Tomahawk. Liam and everybody else gaining that place. Jock stays out and is up tonight. Well, down in turn 1, Jeff is off, and so is Tomahawk. Jeff facing the wrong way with massive, he had that damage already. Tomahawk is back onto the track. He's got front end damage too. Maybe a collision there. We'll have to check in the review later. All the reviews for these AMC races are done. I just don't have the results to hand, so I can't tell you who got what for penalties. But the table will be up in the Discord, or is up, for the final standings. So no spoilers being given here. Liam up into the hairpin in 4th, holding on very nicely. Hunting down Poster Boy, who's doing a very good job of closing in on Steve-O. Steve-O's tyres almost down to the canvas. BSF has gone to mediums and is catching up to Rune. So Rune had that damage. Watty and Jeff serving big penalties, and BSF with a track limit penalty, sliding it into the downhill right, is on a kamikaze mission by the looks of it. Past Rune, is that Rune? It is. Rune is just stopped on the side of the track for momentarily, but Rune's gone to intermediates. Okay, so Rune's gone to intermediates. He's struggling for grip. Watty on mediums with damage. BSF on fresh mediums. Jeff on those hards is up to P6 now. BSF up to 7th. So we've lost Stevo and Poster Boy into the pits. Poster Boy with another 5 seconds. Same with Stevo. 5-second penalties. They've hit the pit wall going in. Poster Boy's hit the pit wall going into the pits again and picked up the track limits penalty. And Stevo has probably hit the wall as well. So masses of carnage going on towards the back. Jeff hunting down Tomahawk again now, 5th and 6th. These two locked together in a duel all race so far. Jock with the damage is up to 4th, Liam up to 3rd, Axel's up to 2nd with all the pit stops. And Shugs is now 20 plus seconds ahead of 2nd place and pulling away. Absolutely flying, although into the last corner, that is not the way to do it. Fuel is almost out. Well, watch Shugs as he comes into the pit lanes. Make sure there's no mistakes. There we go. Good Shugs into the pits. Nice and safe. Jock is off at the... somewhere. Coming up towards the last corner. Oh, he's a long way off. Yeah, coming up to the last corner up the hill. He's ditched it in the grass. So through goes Axel and Liam. They both take P1-2. Jock up to 3rd. BSF goes through into 4th past Jeff. So Jeff up to 5th, but losing that place there. Rune on his intermediates is in 6th. Shugs has come out on intermediates. Camera doing all sorts of crazy stuff there. Poster Boy down the main straight is in 8th. Stevo 9, Tomahawk 10. Watty is parked in a wall down at the bottom of the hill. He's on wet tyres. He's picked up a 5-second penalty as well. So that's a big crash for Watty at the back. A long way behind, because the leaders are now only a few corners behind. They will need to stop again. Watty did pit the last lap for those wet tyres. Axel 1, Liam 2, Jock 3. These three just flying along. Jock nearly running out of road there. Liam all over the back of Axel. The windscreen wipers are going. So rain is inbound. And the track now starting to get a little greasy. BSF is on those medium tyres still. Jeff is on hards, and these two closing in to the leading 3 quite clearly. Oh, and Liam's gone. Liam has flown into the pit wall, missed it, and had to continue. Luckily, well, he's got a 5-second penalty, but Rune has gone through. He's on intermediates, but they're almost dead intermediates. BSF is in, Jock is in, Jeff is in, Axel's in. Stevo will go through. Shugs is up to 4th. Poster Boy is up to 3rd. BSF is on full wets coming out of the pits in 6th. Jock coming out on full wets in 7th. Axel has come out in intermediates in 8th. Jeff full wets 9th. Tom Hawk now being released, full wets down in 10th, and Watty with his wet tyres served his penalty and is back on the move forward. So Liam, unfortunately, with that big hit, out into the pit wall. Has some damage, got to serve the 5-second penalty, is on the wrong tyres as the track gets wetter and wetter. Rune on usable tyres but out of tyre life. Poster Boy in P3 looking pretty for the moment. Shugs intermediates with a bit of damage, looking good in 4th. Steve-O 5th, BSF 6th. Jock is up to 7th. Axel's in 8th on intermediates. Jeff, the next wet runner, in 9th. Tomahawk 10th. Watty still a long way back. Just trying to get any sort of consistent lap time going. So here comes Liam. We're going to watch him come into the pits. Gets it stopped, slowed down just in time, and makes it safely. Rune, oh, those tyres are disgusting. They're just not hanging on at all. Poster Boy's through. Shugs in 2nd now as we wait for Steve-O and BSF side by side into turn 1. BSF just getting on the brakes early, letting Steve-O go. Steve-O's gone wide. It's allowed BSF the undercut, and he's up and under. Jock's off at turn 1 as well. It's allowed Axel to go past. Jeff struggling into turn 1, gets it around, closing in on the 2 ahead. Oh, and Tomahawk's into the wall. Liam has come out of the pits, so Rune's come out of the pits on wets. Tomahawk has crashed, picked up some front bumper damage. Liam right behind him. He's gone up the inside. He's moved to wet tyres. Watty now still a long way behind. We'll have to hope that he can make any sort of edgeway as these guys at the front trying to get so fast. Oh, and another yawn. Well, the first yawn for this stream. Well done. Managed to make it 17 minutes into the second race. It's an improvement. Poster Boy leading, pumping in some consistent times. 203s, BSF's pit stop. That's not going to help us with the times just yet. Steve-O down in 4th. All squirrely there. I'm not sure why. Jeff's moved up to 6th ahead of Jock, who had that weird incident just now. Axel 5th, Jeff 6th. Jeff looking for a way past. Gets it up the inside. Bit of a door bang through the last corner. Axel hanging it out. Down the straight we go. Jeff heavy on the DRS. Axel with the slipstream looks to return the favour into turn 1. Jeff running wide. Axel following. It's allowed Poster Boy, not Poster Boy, Jock, sorry, up the inside of Axel, and Steve-O's rejoined the party. So I don't know where Steve-O came from. He was ahead of these guys, or maybe a long way behind. I can't remember. Rune's fresh, wet tyres. He's on his way back towards the front. Liam as well. Tomahawk with rear wheel damage as well as front bumper damage now. So, very heavy hits. There's Poster Boy in 10th. So fresh intermediates for him and a full tank of fuel. Watty on those wets, still struggling, but doing something. BSF has got to the front ahead of Shugs. Jeff is now in 3rd, so while checking everybody out, places have all changed. Steve-O was leading. Potentially. Oh, Rune and Steve-O door banging as they go through. Steve-O giving the place back through the tricky right-left section up the hill as the cars get all skittish and light. And it's Liam off in the background. Steve-O looking for the move into the last corner. Can't hold on just yet. Rune's wet tyres, much more grip as the track is heavy wet and heavy on the DRS. Steve-O and Rune full slipstream behind Axel. Steve-O's up the inside, backs out of it, allows Liam to place up the inside of Steve-O. He's going to make it into turn 2. Rune with a big slide through the kink. And as they all filter through, side by side, 2 by 2, they go. And they're still swapping places, trading door blows. And Rune manages to sneak through. Axel's intermediates will come in as the track starts to dry, which it is just about starting to. Rune, the wet tyres just holding on for the moment. It's up into the hairpin. The 4 of them. Axel's wide. Axel's really wide. Steve-O's through, so is Liam. Liam just can't get the traction down, and Axel pulls back in front. He looks for the move, and they just slide through this corner. It's a beautifully designed corner. These 4 having a right ding-dong, jockeying all on his own in 4th, Jeff all on his own in 3rd. And Shug's on the intermediates, it runs wide into the final corner, but Shugs and BSF trading times up at the front. Jeff chasing them down in 3rd. Jock there 4th is Jock, 5th Rune. Steve-O's 6th now, ahead of Axel, so Axel did get done through the uphill section. Liam's lost a couple places, or a couple of seconds. It's not too bad. Tomahawk still with the heavy damage is trying anything he can to get back to this group and doing a very good job of it. Poster boy on those intermediates, perfectly fresh. Track now in his favour, making a big move towards the front. And Watty on those wets, finally turning in some good times, looking to make his way back towards the pack. Chugs is now all over BSF as the wet tyres start to wear out faster than the intermediates, and they don't give up as much grip on the drying track. These 2 ding-donging for the leader is letting Jeff catch up. Rune in 4th, leading the mid-pack, followed by Steve-O, Axel, Liam, Jock. Tomahawk has caught the back of this pack, even with the massive damage, so he'll be looking for a quick couple of places before his next stop, maybe. Poster boys also all over the back of this group, having pitted only a couple of laps ago, turning in a hugely fast lap time last lap, 1:51 compared to the leaders, 1:58. So Poster boy on a mission coming forward. Jock is down to 9th, so Jock's had a bit of a weird last sector. He's heading into the pits as well. Oh, Tomahawk's into the wall, Jock's into the wall. BSF and Steve-O have both pitted. So Liam deep into turn 1 has gone off. That's allowed Axel and Poster boy and Rune to go through. So Jeff and Shugs up at the front. Jeff now closing in on those wet tyres to Shugs, who's got the damage. Should have the pace on the drying track. Axel's tyres finally giving him some decent pace. And Poster Boy still on a mission, heading forward at a rather rapid rate of knots. Liam doing very, very well, down in 6th at the moment. The first or second of the wet runners. BSF out of the pits, he's on mediums and all over the curbs. He's off a little bit. That's Watty a lap down behind him, serving a 3-second penalty. Stevo in 8th is a long way back. So Stevo and Jock have gone to hard tyres. So has Tomahawk. Tomahawk now with an 8-second penalty, squirrely through the little kink into the long left up the hill. So he's a long way back in 10th for the moment. The leaders are in. Shugs and Jeff are in. That's going to allow Rune, with his absolutely mangled tyres, he's got to pit this lap as well, surely. And here come the mid-pack, or the leaders of the mid-pack. So Poster Boy's in, Axel's in, Liam makes it in as well, so does Axel. So BSF through into the lead. That will be followed by Watty, almost claiming his lap back. Stevo and Jock on the dry tyres for all, and Jock's off. Jock's off at turn 1. Massive off for Jock. Just make sure he don't get collected by anybody as we come through. Shugs sneaks through. Rune as well. So Jeff now on some soft tyres. BSF on those mediums. The undercut, pitting 1 lap early. Doing a great job taking the lead from Jeff. Watty is still in the middle of these guys. He hasn't quite got his lap back yet. Oh, and that's checked up Poster Boy. And in behind, Stevo's gone off in avoidance as well. And the two of them all over the place. The Shugs just rings it around the outside. Watty getting out the way, got in the way, and caused a few little squirms. All part of racing there. Watty struggling into the downhill right, trying to get the power on all over the wet parts of the track, which is not what you want on dry tyres. Shugs up the inside, that's Poster Boy's off. Oh, and Watty's gone around. Oh god, and that's caused Poster Boy to go around as well. Oh, Watty's big spin just catching a lot of people off. Oh, and Watty's off again. We're going to go on board with Watty. So trying his hardest to get any sort of grip. He's now stopped just shy of the last corner and then decided to carry on. Okay. So Liam and Tomahawk are next. We're just going to watch these two as I'm not sure how that's all playing out. Back towards the front. Poster Boy's caught back up with Jock and Stevo. Oh, and Shugs is off down into turn 2. So Stevo, the two of them nearly coming together on the grass. Oh god, oh god. Axel's flown off as well into turn 2. So the wet patches into turn 2, not helping anybody out. Jock running wide at the hairpin, allows Poster Boy up to 4th. Rune holding on to 3rd for the minute. Oh, and Rune's back on just. The wet patch is not helping these dry tyres and everybody getting caught out massively. You've got to. Oh, and there goes Jock again. Steve-O and Shug's going through now. So everybody ding-donging with sliding off the track, and it's allowing a lot of position changes. So BSF on the mediums, yes, mediums. Jeff on the softs. So they head into the final corner. Just holding it through the edge. And here we go, down the main straight, the two leaders. Jeff heavy on the DRS, same with BSF. Down into turn one we go. BSF just holding the inside of the wet line. Did this at the high speed ring to great effect. And it just means that Jeff can't get down the inside or risk an overtake. Again, just hold that inside dry line, and as long as you get it stopped, you're all good. Jeff with a big slide. Just losing time. Rune in third, doing a great job of just keeping touch all on his own. And a big gaggle of cars, more place swapping as that's Jock going wide again. Two leaders again going ding-donging at it. Up the hill we go. BSF holding that tight line, sending Jeff the long way. Good little hairpin there, launching both of them very, very nicely off of it. Down into this tricky right, and it's a very, very tricky corner. Holding that inside line just keeps ahead. Jeff just cannot find a way through for the moment, but the fuel is in Jeff's favour. He'll get a lap extra into the left before the final corner, and these two ding-donging away, still turning in faster laps than the guys behind. Oh, Jeff with a big twitch through the final corner early on the DRS. He's going to have DRS and slipstream. If he can just get alongside before the first corner, he'll be alright, but he just can't do it here. Down into the first corner they go. Can't get the switch back. He's got to go to the outside, and they just can't. Jeff just can't find a way through for the moment. But down, oh, when he's gone onto the wet stuff, Jeff's off, so he's gonna have to filter back in. Very good job for not hitting the wall. Flicking back while we've got a moment's respite. Rune in third, Shugs is up to fourth, Postboy in fifth still, Jock is back to sixth, Axel's in seventh, and these guys all switching places like yo-yos. Jeff has Steve-O has picked up front bumper damage, down to 8th. Liam holding his own right behind him. He's on soft tyres. Tomahawk on hard with front bumper damage, and Watty has disconnected. So being over a lap down, not finding any pace. Oh, that's BSF off. The leader's off. Into the right-hander after the tricky downhill braking section. It's flown off into the grass. And that now allows Jeff through. Now it's going to be all about strategy and are you able to catch before or after pit stops. Rune in third. Can now see BSF hunting him down. That last lap, BSF cost himself 6 or 7 seconds. Jeff's off at turn 1. So Jeff not finding it easy at all, even on those softs. BSF closing back in this lap so far. Rune through the little kink out of turn 1. And again, the gaggle of four behind. Shugs, Poster Boy, Jock and Axel all over each other. Poster Boy's just a little bit wide, looking for the switchback. Nearly gets it. Right behind them, Jock closes in. Steve-O and Liam have now latched onto these four as well, so they're all coming back together, and so is Tomahawk. Jeff now down the hill into the tricky right. Gets a nice clean drive. BSF hoping not to make the same mistake as last lap. Through that right-hander into the next. Keeps it tight this time. Nice and clean. Rune following in anger. Actually closing in on the leaders. And for the first time, so are the midfield pack. Led by Shugs. Poster Boy following. And everybody in behind dicing away. Jock having to defend from Axel, defending from Steve-O and Liam right behind them. There's Tomahawk up the inside of Liam. He's on the wet patch but makes it stick. As they switch positions and out into the long right hand final turn. Down the main straight we go. Poster Boy is into the pits. And he makes it into the pits safely this time by the looks of it. Axel following Jock, both on the DRS. Axel sends it down the inside, a little bit of a door bang. Might get brought up in the review that you can't just barge a car out the way. Well, that has sent Jock backwards and he's on the wet stuff. Oh. Liam's off in the background, so Liam... Oh, he's managed to hold on to it for now. Whenever you put two wheels on the grass in these cars while it's wet, you've got to be oh so careful to not lose it completely. Tomahawk has pitted, so is Poster Boy, so those two are now heading back towards the group, and they'll be going at quite a rapid rate while the track dries, I suspect. Jeff all on his own. BSF has had another off by the looks of it. The gap to Jeff extending this lap. Room closing in nicely. So head over the hill. BSF will have to pit. Bingo fuel. Shugs all on his own now in fourth. Got clean track ahead and behind. Can just work on fast laps. Liam in fifth. Trying the same. Steve-O now with the front bumper damage. It's going to hurt him through the long corners. And the windscreen wipers are on. Windscreen wipers are on, and in comes a whole flood of cars. Following BSF, we've got Shugs, Liam, Steve-O, Axel, Jock, Tomahawk, and Poster Boy coming up the hill. Poster Boy's already on intermediates, so that's a sign of rain to come. So they fly up the hill. Jeff on worn softs halfway round the lap. Rune on very worn mediums, not far behind. BSF has also come out on intermediates. Through goes Tomahawk on the hard tyres. And the rain is definitely falling. Rain is definitely falling. So now it's all about, can you hold on to the car in these changing conditions, because the track will get ever so greasy ever so quickly. As we say that, the rain seems to have just eased off a bit. BSF with a massive slide coming out the hairpin into the kinky section. A big slide. Tomahawk as well. Rune and Jeff coming up to the final corner. They could have played a blinder here if the rain doesn't get much harder. As Jeff rounds the last corner. Track now starting to get greasy and the spray kicking up, but Jeff makes it. Here comes Rune, he's on those mediums around the last corner. The rest of the field a long way back. So, oh, and Rune's hit the pit wall. Rune's hit the pit wall. On the way in, he's picked up a lot of damage. It's going to be a track limit, pit lane penalty as well. And up the hill we go. Jeff on those soft tyres will get out comfortably ahead of the chasing field. P3 is now rounding the last corner. Jeff out onto full wets. Comfortably ahead of P2 as BSF goes through, so that gap is extended even more. It's Jeff with that extra lap of soft tyre, absolutely the right way to go. Shug's in P3 now. Rune has gone all the way to the back. Liam's up to 4th, Axel 5th, Stevo and Jock in behind. Poster Boy, who made the early switch to intermediates, picked up a wall penalty and some damage. So he's had a little off somewhere. Well, the track's not getting hugely wet just yet. It's right in that intermediate stage. So all these have gone, a lot have gone to intermediate, a lot gone to wet. Shug's setting off after P2. BSF into the final into the hairpin. Oh, he's off. Big slide. A loss of time. Jeff on the wet tyres, squirming away up the hill. He's got this all under control. He doesn't need to take any risks. Just chill. Tomahawk has pitted again to repair some damage by the looks of it and get some fresh tyres. So Poster Boy, the early stopper, brought back a lot of time but hasn't been able to overtake anyone at this stage. So Stevo and Jock into the final corner. It's right behind him. Rune going around the outside of Stevo. Stevo just holding his own. Rune with a big hip check out of the final corner. It's allowed Poster Boy a good run. But Rune with the slipstream. Poster Boy now getting it at the very end of the straight, not where you want it. Into the right-hander we go. Poster Boy holds it. Oh, and Rune's switched. So much slipping and sliding and rubbing as they go through. Poster Boy with a great run up the inside. Jock is off again. Jock not liking these conditions at all. Going to grab a quick swig of my drink. And as we come down, lap 22, 15 minutes just over to go. Stevo's up the inside of Poster Boy. Poster Boy 2 wheels on the curb. Really stretching it. Shugs has caught BSF. 2 intermediate runners chasing down the wet runner, and the rain has now finally come. Oh, big sideways moment for BSF. That's going to allow Shugs to go through. Oh, and BSF's dropped it. BSF has dropped it on the curb. And he's all the way down to the mid-pack. He's got a huge loss of time there. Stevo going ding-donging with Rune again through the final 2 corners they go. Side by side yet again. Steve-O on the outside this time. Poster Boy looking for a move. Can't get it, but the DRS, which, unlike Formula 1, does work in the rain here. You've got to be crazy to use it, but crazy is part of the game. Steve-O heavy on the brakes, right up to the back of Rune. He's just got to follow him through and get the launch down the straight. Poster Boy with a good switchback out of that first corner, looking up the inside. Oh, and Jock with a massive dive bomb. Oh, he's taken Rune and Poster Boy off. A 3-second penalty there for Jock for causing a collision in game. That's going to be an out of game penalty or after race penalty as well. Can't be taking people out with dive bombs like that, especially in the rain. But Rune gets away with it to a certain extent. Poster Boy not. Poster Boy got absolutely mangled in all that. Steve-O now up to 6th then. Has lost his door banging putty. Oh, Bellacat. And he's setting off after Axel, but Rune has come straight back, right onto the back of this pack again. BSF has pulled away from Liam, so an inherent more pace than the next guy, still slipping and sliding on those intermediates. Is looking just to do anything to just keep touch. We've got 13 and a half minutes to go. 13 and a half minutes to go for all these guys. So pit lane will close with 5 minutes to go, as per standard with this series. Rune with a big twitch out of the out the final corner. It's allowed Steve-O and Jock a brilliant runs. Rune pressing Jock to the wall, allows Steve-O up the inside, and being sandwiched, can't really do much. Goes for the switchback, but can't get the power down. And all sorts of sideways twitching as well. Down into the turn 2, into the side of Poster Boy, who's managed to hold on this time. Ding dong in with Steve-O. He's past Jock. Jock really struggling. Poster Boy indicating to the left to say, please don't hit me. Just go this way. Don't go anywhere else. Right behind him, Liam is Tomahawk is also doing the same. The left indicator getting a good workout on some of these cars today. Rune there, right up the back of Jock. Oh, Cat goes for a dive bomb. Let's check the Cat's okay before I get killed for silly kitty cat. What are you doing? Jock up the inside of Rune, through, and Rune just ushers Jock onto the grass, and as he comes back, that's a dodgy one. Tit for tat, but very messy through that section. Somehow Poster Boy didn't get collected in any of that, and does get the place from Jock in the end. Tomahawk as well, managing to avoid all that, but into the pits it goes, manages to make it cleanly. So Rune dropping to the back of the main pack for the meantime. Jock with a massive dive again, just getting it stopped in time. The huge power and four-wheel drive here really helping in the rain, but there goes Poster Boy. Jesus, Poster Boy. Poster Boy gets turned into the turn 2. Manages to keep it out the wall. and only drops back to ninth, but Postboy getting turned into turn 2, flies across the grass and misses everybody by the skin of his teeth. Somebody, yellow flags up ahead. Jeff is off. The leader's off. 10 minutes to go. The leader is off. And dropped to the back almost. Back but one. So Jeff on the wet tyres has ditched it. And that's allowed Shugs the lead with a very comfortable lead over BSF. Liam is in 3rd, Axel's 4th now, Steve-O up to 5th, Jock 6th, Rune in 7th, Poster Boy's hanging on in 8th, but Jeff down to 9th. Also indicating left, giving his car a good workout on the left-hand side indicator. Into the final corner as we go. Jeff picked up damage? Yes, he's got front left damage and bumper damage as well. So he's going to be a little bit slower than some of the others in a straight line. As Rune's just proven with Poster Boy, flying past to him with the damage. Into turn 1 we go. Heavy on the brakes. Rune just looking to ease up to the cars in front. Poster Boy with a bit more grip as the track is starting to dry. I believe the rain has stopped. Oh, Jeff turns Poster Boy. Oh no, it's happened again. Poster Boy with a 10-second penalty. Oh no, poor Poster Boy. Twice in 2 laps into that corner, he gets taken out. Don't think Jeff had much to say about it. He just trying to keep out of the carnage ahead and just turning Poster Boy into the corner, pitching him into the wall. So Tomahawk having pitted again for fresh wets, I think, and fuel last lap around. Bella, stop. Don't scratch the door. She got sofas and toys for that. It's Jeff all over the back of Poster Boy now. I don't know if Jeff will wait while Poster Boy serves his penalty. He does. Jeff is being extremely nice here and just waiting for Poster Boy to serve his penalty. But Tomahawk flying along behind has caught them up. So Poster Boy and Jeff now looking to catch back to the pack ahead. Jock is at the back of that in 7th with Rune ahead. Axel and Steve-O now trading blows through the final corner. Surprise, surprise. BSF is into the pits. 7 minutes to go, followed by Liam. Shugs has gone around again. So what are we expecting here? The rain appears to have stopped for the moment. Shugs is the only car on track. Everybody else is into the pits. Shugs has got the intermediate tyres, which is definitely the right tyre to be on. He's got the fuel for this lap, so he can push as hard as he wants. Rune has come out the pits on hard tyres and instantly spun it. Steve-O on mediums, BSF on mediums. Tomahawk has gone to softs. Liam's got a 5-second penalty, probably hitting the pit wall on the way in again. He's gone to hards. Axel's gone to hards. Jock still got damage, has gone to softs. Jeff has gone to mediums. Poster Boy's gone to softs. Jock's in the wall. Jock has spun it and got into the wall. That's Steve-O going wide at turn 2, so lots and lots and lots of carnage happening still. All these guys are forced to go to dry tyres, probably to fill their requirement. And with the pit lane closing in 20 seconds, Shugs has got a huge... He's got to get in. Shugs has got to get in before the 55-minute mark. He rounds the last corner. 3, 2, 1. And he makes it with less than a second to spare. Rune is now second with BSF all over the rear of him. And the sun has come out. The sun has come out. 5 minutes to go. We're looking at maybe 3 laps here. So coming up to the final corner, Shugs has pitted, got his tyres, fresh soft tyres, out of the pits, and he's miles ahead. Absolutely miles ahead. He did a Jeff from the first race. Oh, BSF slideways out of the final corner, heavy on the DRS, hunting down Rune, but just so squirrely and wet out of that final corner. So Jeff up to 6th now, looking for the move on Tomahawk down the inside. Oh, and loads of carnage. Tomahawk and Poster Boy off. Steve-O off. Jock with a load of damage. Liam, being part of that, has picked up a 3-second penalty, so Liam's hit someone. Probably hit the back of Tomahawk by the looks of it. And that's Poster Boy's probably somewhere in the middle of that. Steve-O absolutely annihilated as well. But being at the back, oh, Liam's off at the hairpin. Being at the back, they will have the boost, albeit with the damage, which won't help, to help bring them back to it. So BSF is still in 3rd, chasing Rune down. As Rune turns that hairpin, heads off down the hill on the hard tyres. Oh, big slide through the right-hander at the bottom of the hill. Here comes Jeff, up to 4th now. Tomahawk 5th, Jock 6th, Axel 7th. So good recovery from Jeff from having lost the lead a few laps ago. Just got to hold it all together now till the end. At the back, Liam and Poster Boy on their way back to the pack. Steve-O making really good headway. Already onto the back of Axel. Jock and Tomahawk on the move. And Jeff absolutely flying. A 153 compared to the leaders. 57. Oh, and Rune's off. Rune is off at turn 1. So the question is, can he get back on safely? Oh, Jeff is off as well. Oh, Tomahawk as well. Everybody off on the wet turn 1. Oh, Poster Boy hanging it on. Steve-O overtaken off track. Why not? Rallycross it. It hasn't got much of a choice with the wet patch there. Good move from Steve-O. Gutsy move as well, because easily could have lost that. But Jeff, with that mistake at turn 1, has allowed Rune... Well, Rune as well making the mistake. It's allowed Jeff to close in, but Jeff's mistake has allowed Jock back onto his rear. That's allowed BSF up to 2nd, but Shugs with a comfortable lead. Probably only going to get one more lap after this, or definitely only one more lap after this. So this is the last 2 laps to go. Jeff down the hill. Jock, oh, Jock right behind him, nearly wiping him out again. Good driving for the both of them. Sideways up through the corner. Oh, and Jock's on the wet stuff. Get nervous when Jock hits that wet stuff. He's had twice already. Once got put there and once made the mistake himself. Steve-O and Tomahawk, oh, leaning on the wet patch through that hard left as it goes over crest and around a blind exit. Oh, and Jock's off in the last corner again. He'd done that in the first race, right at the end. Axel flying along on the hards. Full DRS alongside, not quite. Steve-O down into turn 1. Gets it stopped and rotated and fires out nicely. Tomahawk chasing down Jeff, right on the back of Rune now. Rune is bingo fuel. Should have enough for this lap, but with these cars, you're just not sure. That just drinks it like it's going out of fashion. The two leaders are definitely fine, but Rune will have to go into major fuel save mode if he's not careful. That's allowed Jeff right up to the back of him as they come climbing up the hill. You need all the power available. Rune into the hairpin, gets it stopped. Down the hill, this is good. Just needs to hold pace, keep it steady. Into the right he goes, through very nicely. Jeff chasing hard. Jeff also really low on fuel, but not as low as Rune. Right behind them, Tomahawk having a really good race. So Steve-O, Axel, Poster Boy, having been collected about 9,000 times, is still hanging on in 8th. Shugs, though, the leader, wins by a country mile. BSF through the last corner, as long as he doesn't ditch it, that will come home in 2nd. It's Rune and Jeff through the last corner. Rune's fuel does hold out, just holds on from Jeff. Tomahawk 5th, Steve-O 6th, Axel 7th, Poster Boy comes home 8th. Jock manages to cross the line in 9th, and we'll just wait for Liam to make sure he doesn't disconnect. Comes home in a happy 10th place for him. So absolute carnage in the last 2 laps. Shugs playing the blinder of a strategy with the tyre change at just the right moment. Holding on from BSF in 2nd. Rune rounds out the podium places with a tight-knit battle from Jeff in 4th right at the end. Tomahawk 5th, Steve-O 6th, Axel 7th, Poster Boy unlucky today. Massive amounts of carnage. Spun twice, collected a 3rd time, punted into the gravel early at turn 1. Comes home 8th. You'll have Jock in 9th. Liam will be 10th. Watty did disconnect. He'll get points for the 11th place, and Diva will get points for the 12th place. He couldn't get back in the room in time, but did join in halfway through to spectate. So that was round 7 carnage at Autopolis on the AMC Charity Series. Andy's Man Club being the male mental health charity here in the UK, with an ever-growing amount of locations nationwide, providing support services in groups and many other events. If you'd like to help out these lovely guys, drop a message in the comments. I'll send you a working link to the Discord and the QR code, or you can head to their website and donate that way. Our partners, Dubby, brilliant sports nutritionist, drinks and supplements, absolutely gorgeous, lots of flavors. Head over to their website and order up if you'd like. 10% off. Use the discount code LazArcade. And as always, our ever faithful partners, Joe Edwards Property, leading providers of mentoring and support programs, starting your own property business here in the UK. They've got dozens of places all over, places all over the country as well, for stays of all types. So if you'd like hen parties or romantic getaways or family holidays, check them out. Could save hundreds of pounds compared to room prices at a hotel. You get your own location, flats to houses, and much more. Go check them out. any information or any information, give us a message and I'll send you their way. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's head back to the playlist. We will be adding all the rest on over the next coming days. So for now, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you on track soon. Bye for now.